I see 18 people now, so that's a very good number to start. Hi everyone, how are you? Let me open my video so that you can see me as well. Feel free to open your videos as well. I'm happy to see all of you.
How are you, Mr. Shahid? We miss you so much.
How are you, Mr. Muhammad? I miss you too.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Saeed.
Hi, Mr. Tariq. How are you? I miss you.
I'm fine. Miss you wallahi so much. Habibi.
Like
How are you? Ahmed. How are you, Mr. Ahmed? Okay. It's a very good number now, so it's an encouraging number. We can start now, and other people or more people can join us. As you all know, I announced it. I know I announced it very late because I was not sure if I'm going to do it tonight or next week. So sorry. And if we have any more webinars in the coming weeks, I'm going to announce earlier. So I would like to welcome every one of you in this free webinar in the field of English language teaching. As you know, all English language teachers are seeking professional development. And today's webinar is about teaching the language systems and skills in the EFL, ESL context. And when we talk about the EFL and ESL context, we talk about teaching in training centers, we talk about teaching in the CELTA courses, TEFL, TESOL, and the Delta courses. So it's different from teaching in international schools or even teaching in different contexts, like teaching exam classes, business English, and other stuff. So this is basically our topic today about teaching the language systems and the language skills. If you know me, if you had any training courses with me before, like Mr. Muhammad or Mr. Tariq or anyone else, you know that I don't like talking or lecturing in the field of English language teaching and towards professional development. I believe that I talk and you listen, you learn like 10% or 20%. So today I prepared two activities for you so that you can interact with each other and you can have the chance to generate ideas, to produce ideas, to discuss something with your colleagues here. And then we're going to get feedback on based on your discussion. Of course, I'll be monitoring the groups. I'm going to put you into breakout rooms. Now we have about 30 teachers. So allow me to put you in 6 groups to discuss these 4 questions. You please take a picture of this slide or take a screenshot so that when I send you to the breakout room, you can have a reference, you can have the questions on your phone or on your computer. The activity will take 10 minutes. So don't take so long discussing one question or 2 questions and forget about the other questions. Remember, you have 4 questions here and you have 10 minutes. So probably every question will take a couple or even a bit more, a couple of minutes. Okay, so please answer my questions now. Are you going to work in groups or in pairs?
In group, as usual.
Very good. How much time will it take?
10 minutes.
How many questions do you have?
4 questions.
Okay. Did you take a screenshot or a picture of the questions?
Yeah, we took a screenshot.
Okay. So I guess now you're ready to be sent to the breakout rooms. As I said, let's have 6 groups so that we can have a fruitful discussion. Do you have any questions before I send you?
No, thank you, Mr. Happy. It's been a long time.
Thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Okay.
Thank you
So much. Okay, now please accept the invitations. Guys, please accept the invitation and join the breakout rooms to discuss these 4 questions with your group members. Hi, Miss Iman, how are you? In the chat, okay. Fine, so I see still 5 people here or 6 people here in the participants. Please move on to the chat, to the breakout rooms now.
The first question was about teaching systems and teaching language skills. Aside from language systems, for example, can we teach speaking and writing without teaching vocabulary and the grammar, or without teaching phonetics? And I think that we can't teach language skills without teaching language systems. For example, if we have a speaking session, so we have to teach students the vocabulary they will need for speaking about a topic, a specific topic. For example, if they want to talk about sports or talk about food, we have to give.
Also want to participate, Mr. Ahmed, Muhammad, Subhi. Radwa, if you want to say something about the language system, or how can
you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, okay. Language function, I think your question is about language function?
Yes. Yeah, this is the first question.
Yeah, I think there are some words that we can use in a specific purpose. Okay, so they aren't a topic, they aren't grammar topics. Okay, like for example, like how to use in addition to these pieces, we use them as a function.
Miss Inas, I think that Miss Inas said that language functions is grammar, pronunciation.
She spoke about the language system, but actually I don't know the meaning of language system of writing, sentence, system of structure. What's it? What system?
Yeah.
Can I say?
Yes, please.
Language, it's actually made of systems and skills. The 4 systems, they are, I guess, vocabulary, grammar, and phonology and discourse. Is it right?
I think so. I agree with you. Language system, grammar.
I forget. We have 4 things. Can you remind me?
Yeah. I can't remember them now, but I can answer the second question, the language skills.
Yes, the language skills. Okay, language
reading.
Can you say them now?
Yes, reading, writing, listening, speaking. They are 4. Number 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Reading, writing, listening. بس بتبدأ طبعا من الأول من listening, speaking, reading, writing.
Yes, listening. First of all, listening.
Speaking.
Speaking, reading
and writing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can we improve the skills? I think no, we can't.
Again, please.
Number 3, can we improve the skills away from the systems? Why or why not? I
wonder why.
I don't know the meaning of this question. Maybe you can clear it.
Can I answer this? Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Good evening. I am Iman. I am an English teacher, and I like the idea of being here to discuss the language systems and the language skills. As for the 4th question, should we integrate the receptive skills and the productive skills in teaching? Yes, we can do this. Because
okay, Iman, at first, can you clear it for me, please? I don't know what's the meaning.
the meaning of the productive and the receptive skills.
Yeah.
Okay, the four language skills are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The receptive skills are the listening and the reading, and the productive are the writing and the speaking. So,
Okay, thanks.
Is anyone here in the group discussing the questions?
We have finished discussing all the questions, Mr. Said.
Wow. So
Yes, we have discussed all of them.
In just 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to assign some people to this group so that you can further discuss with them, or you can tell them what is going on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
So is anyone discussing the questions here, or are you done with them?
We discuss all of them, absolutely.
Wow, so quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then they kept silent.
All right. So probably I have to end the breakout room now.
Okay, Mr. Happy, no problem.
Enough is enough. Yeah. Okay.
You are welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the main room.
Welcome, Mr. Happy. It was a very good idea to discuss the questions together in this room. I love it.
Thank you so much. This is my way of training others. I like to have like fruitful discussions. I believe that the more you discuss together, the better you are as a teacher. And then we can give feedback, of course, about these 4 questions. So the questions were, what are the language systems? What are the language skills? Because I believe some teachers, not all teachers, some teachers are not familiar with the terms language systems and language skills. Everyone knows the language skills, listening, reading, writing, and speaking, but not many teachers know that vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and functional language are the language systems. So the language systems are vocabulary, or we can say lexis, grammar, functional language, and pronunciation. Question 3, can we improve the skills away from the systems? What do you think? Who can give me an idea about this question? What did you say with your group?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Can I?
please, Miss Hana. Yeah.
Yes. I think we cannot improve them in isolation because they are integrated, and each of them is knowing the systems is foundation for teaching the skills.
Very
I
good.
think we cannot isolate them or teach them separately.
Very good. So if you want to help some learners, if you want to help some learners with their listening, reading, writing, or speaking skills, of course, you need to help them, or you need to help them improve their vocabulary, their grammar, their pronunciation.
Because the language is one unit, it is not separated, even if it has different skills, at the end, it's a language. If the student doesn't know how to use the vocabulary, how to acquire grammar or anything like that, he will not be able to speak or write or do anything like that.
Very good.
So I think they have to be taught integrated.
Perfect. So the language systems cannot be taught away from the language skills. They should be integrated. And the question 4, should we integrate the receptive skills and the productive skills in teaching? Let me explain this question if it's...
Can I?
Okay, Ms. Iman, have a try.
What? Okay, yes, we can integrate the receptive skills and the productive skills.
No, I'm asking, I'm not asking can we, I'm asking should we?
Yes, yeah, of course, if it's possible to do this, it will be a very good idea. But I mean that the receptive skills are the receptive, the reading, and Yes, the reading. So like the
Listen,
reading.
listen
Sorry?
and read.
Reading and listening.
Reading and
Yes.
Yeah, because you receive the
um,
language through a
yes,
reading text or a listening text. Then you produce the language by
through the
writing or
writing
by speaking. So if I'm
and the
teaching,
speaking. Yes.
my question, Miss Iman, if I'm teaching a listening lesson or a reading lesson, should I integrate a productive skill at the end of the lesson? Should I give an opportunity to the students to produce the language either in speaking or writing at the end of the lesson, or just teach them listening and that's it? What do you think?
No, you can. Of course, you should do this because this that will be the product of your lesson.
Very good.
So, but I think it depends on the age and the level of the learners. So, for the very younger people, for the children, you cannot all the time force them to give you a product.
Yeah,
But
it depends on, actually it depends on many things, but it's always better to integrate the language skills. Thank you so much. I see two
Is
of
me?
the colleagues here raising hands, Mr. Abdul Mun'im and Mr. Muhammad Nabil. So I would like to give them chances. Yes, please, Mr. Abdul Mun'im. Thank you, Miss Iman.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Saeed. I think
Salam.
you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, I hear you well.
I think after teaching listening, for example, I think students should make a discussion, speak about what they have listened to. They can write a summary for what they have listened to also.
Very good. So it's a good way to produce the language rather than only responding to a listening or a reading text. Very good. Thank you so much. Mr. Muhammad, yes, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me the chance to share my ideas with you. Well, I think receptive skills are like breathing in, and productive skills are like breathing out. So we cannot live without breathing in and breathing out, you know. So if I'm teaching, you know, listen, for example, so I have to get some feedback from the students by having them speak or write, by, you know, having them do an activity about writing something about what they have just listened to. The same thing goes with reading and writing, by the way. So that's my own style of teaching. I always like to integrate skills together when I try to teach. So that's it. So I couldn't agree more with all of the colleagues here.
Great.
So thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. I see Miss Hana is raising a hand. Yes, please, Miss Hana.
Yes.
Then we are going to move to the next activity after Miss Hana, inshallah. Yes.
Okay, inshallah. I totally agree with Mr. Muhammad because the productive skills give us the chance to assess what we have done in the receptive skills.
Okay.
Through this, we know what the students acquire from what they have been taught and what they can give, how far can they use the language or the items they learned or they learned during the lesson. Thanks so much.
Very good. It's one of the learning and teaching assumptions, moving from receptive to productive. Students should see the production at the end of the lesson. Thank you so much. Here is one of my posters. I don't know how many of you are following the page and the channel, CELTA and Delta Secrets. I created the page a month ago, and this was my first poster on the Facebook page, CELTA and Delta Secrets. And I also created a video, and my videos are like 5 minutes or something. So I created a video about the language systems and the language skills. You can also find the video on my YouTube channel, CELTA and Delta Secrets. You can search for it. And this poster is summarizing probably what we have said just now. Let's move on to the second activity. Which is about, I don't want to read the questions. You please take a screenshot or take a picture using your phone. And I'm going to put you into breakout rooms again. This time the number is increasing of the number of the attendants or the participants is increasing. We have 50 people now, so we can have how many groups now? 5 people in each group, so probably we need 10 groups, okay? So I'm going to put you into 10 groups for 10 minutes to discuss these 3 questions. Ready again? Any question before I send you?
No, thank you.
All right. So now please accept the invitations and go to the breakout rooms.
Maybe no. We have
Hello,
Mustafa.
everyone.
Hello.
I'm here
Hello.
now.
Mr.
Hello,
Muhammad
Mr.
Nabil,
Hello, Mr. Muhammad.
Hello.
Mr. Mustafa,
Assalamu
Mr.
alaikum.
Tariq,
Hello.
and Mr.
Alaikum
Saeed.
assalam wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Nice
Okay,
to be with
Mr.
you.
Muhammad. Yeah, it's very great to be with you all.
Thank you very much. Mr. Abdullah Zakaria and Mr. Mustafa with Mr. Tariq, Mr. Muhammad Nabil, and Mr. Saeed Rashid. Okay, let's go to.
And then we will discuss about what are the lesson shapes or framework for teaching the language systems in the
So if you
EFL
are
and the
teaching
ESL.
students
Yes.
from foreign language, the English language, so we have something different because they don't have anything, they don't know anything about the language, so gonna be
Sorry.
If it is a second language.
Sorry for interruption. Yes. I'm asking about the frameworks for language systems, the frameworks.
So just we are talking about the shape or the elements that should happen inside the lesson.
Yeah. The lesson shape. Yeah, the lesson shapes. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So as he said, they are.
What's very special and prominent about teaching vocabulary and grammar, for example? I know we're keeping asking questions and translating.
I have read it before in the TKT that we have 2 shapes or too many shapes of teaching system language or language systems like B, and T. Like productive producing, I don't know the last. I don't know the meaning of the B and T.
Shape. Mr. Habi here. Can you explain, Mr. Habi? No, he's not here.
I'm here, but I'm gonna explain to everyone when we go back to the main room. Okay.
Okay, because all the questions about the framework with shapes of the lesson.
Yeah.
But just give us a hint to discuss because we have nothing to talk here.
Okay. Anyway, time is up, and we're gonna go back to the main room, and we will discuss there.
Okay.
I think the shape, the different shape. I think the pre-planning and procedures.
Yes, I do agree.
The procedure, yeah, the procedure.
Yeah.
Not the pre-plan, the procedure, yeah.
Yes, text-based and guided discovery presentation, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, has started, yes. With what?
Okay, welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome back, thank you.
Welcome back.
I see this activity was a bit challenging. People were asking about the lesson shapes of the language systems, the lesson shapes of the receptive skills, and the lesson shapes of the productive skills. They are different, and you as a teacher, as a professional teacher, you should follow the lesson shape or the lesson framework for each language system or language skill. Let's have a look at this poster, these 2 posters actually. This poster summarizes the lesson shapes or frameworks for the language systems. And remember, when we say systems, we mean grammar, lexical, pronunciation, and functional language. So to teach the language systems, sorry, I have to mute all of you now, then I can open for you again for questions. So the language systems, grammar, lexis, pronunciation, and functional language, we have 3 or probably 4 different lesson shapes. One of them is the PPP. All of you know the PPP, presentation, practice, and production. but this one is divided into two different methods or approaches. The first one is through a situation. There is no text, there is no listening or reading text, so that you can get the target language out of the listening or reading text. So when there is no text, we use the situational presentation, PPP, situational presentation. And when you have a listening or a reading text, you use the PPP guided discovery. And I have recorded one of my Delta Module 2 lessons, and I was using the PPP guided discovery. I was teaching the models of deductions and speculation, and this video was in Turkey, in Istanbul, and it's recorded, and you can find it on my Facebook profile page, not the official page, Saeed Rashad. You can find it a full lesson, a whole lesson following the stages of the PPP guided discovery, text-based. I was using a listening lesson and I was teaching grammar. The third one is the TTT. And remember, this is triple P and this is triple T. The TTT is the test, teach, test, okay? And the last one is, which is not very common in the CELTA courses or the Delta courses, is the task-based learning, task-based learning. In some universities, they use the task-based learning approach. Anyway, you can find a video about the lesson shapes of the systems on my YouTube channel, and you can find this poster on my Facebook page. Another one for the skills, sorry, is this one. This is for the skills, because when it comes to teaching the skills, it's different. The receptive skills are different from teaching the productive skills. In the receptive skills lessons, listening and reading, you should follow this lesson shape: pre-listening or pre-reading, while listening, while reading, post-listening, post-reading. In the very beginning, you start with the lead-in activity, prediction task, pre-teach vocabulary, PTV, and then in the while listening or while reading, you focus on the listening or reading sub-skills. Listening for gist, scanning, listening for specific information, listening for detail, listening to infer, many listening and reading sub-skills. We might have a webinar on the listening and reading sub-skills. In the post-listening or reading, you have a production task. Okay, so you focus on one of the productive skills. You move on from listening to speaking, from listening to writing, reading to speaking, or reading to writing. Okay, when it comes to the productive skills, it's different. It's not the same. You can't teach a grammar this way, by the way, and you can't teach skills the way you teach a grammar or vocabulary. When it comes to writing and speaking, it's totally different. You have a lead-in activity, you have something which is called useful language or exposure, and they are flexible. You can start with the exposure, you can have the useful language after the exposure. It depends on the lesson, how you're gonna arrange it. Then after this stage, preparing to write or preparing to speak, you move on to the writing task or the speaking task, and mostly important at the end, you have the feedback and the error correction. If you have any question about this, please raise your hand. I'm gonna give 10 seconds before I move on to the last thing before I end the webinar. Okay, so you can find a video about this on my YouTube channel, CELTA and Delta Secrets, and you can find these two posters on my Facebook page as well. Any questions? If you have any questions about teaching language systems and language skills in the EFL, ESL classroom or context. If you don't want to talk, you can just type your question in the chat and I'm going to read and answer it. Okay, I'm recording. Mr. Yusuf is asking for the link to this webinar. No problem. 50 people are with us now. I can upload it to my YouTube channel. So 500 people can watch it. Of course, more beneficial, no problem. I will upload it, don't worry. I will send the link and I will put the link on Facebook and on the WhatsApp groups. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Miss Basma, she's asking about integrating technology into teaching. This is a very good topic and we can have a webinar, a whole webinar about it. Yeah, good suggestion. Thank you so much, Ms. Radwa. You're welcome. Any questions about this topic? Fine, fine. Okay. Sometimes no questions is a good thing, right? Okay, very good question, Ms. Radwa. What about educational games? This is part of the technology and learning integration, actually. We can have one whole webinar about this using the educational games, gamification. Could you recommend for us references for reading about this topic? Of course, you have the references on the posters. Okay, so if you have a look at the posters here, look, the reference is here. So you can go back to the reference, okay, and you can have more information about the topic, of course. Let me catch up with the questions. Teaching writing to kids. Oh, Mr. Muhammad, okay. You can suggest all these topics in the comments because I'm not sure if I'm going to save the chat or not. Can you share a lesson plan for each technique? Yes, I have this, but I don't have them in one place. I have them in my CELTA preparation course, CELTA support, a TEFL course for English teachers. We talk about all these things in detail. We talk about teaching grammar in a session, teaching vocabulary in a session, listening in a session, reading in a session, writing in a session, and speaking in a session. So we have 6 sessions about this in the course. And in every PDF, I have a link to download the lesson plan, the PPT, the language analysis sheet, and other materials. So I don't have them in one place, but I'll try. I'll do my best. You're welcome, Mr. Muhammad. You're welcome, Ms. Hana. Thank you so much. If you like the idea, please, when I upload this video to my YouTube channel, you can type in the comments that we like the idea and we can do this every Friday, no problem. We need to spread the word. Thank you so much, Ms. Hana. Yeah, the PPT, okay, why not? Yes, I can share it with you. Okay, no problem. I will put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Online or e-learning teaching. I don't know any courses that prepare the teachers for online or e-learning teaching. It's easy. You just need, we can have one webinar and end it up. Yeah. It doesn't need a whole course actually, just needs one session or one webinar like this. We can talk about teaching online, how you can manage your class effectively using Zoom, PPTs, and the online assessment games or quizzes like Kahoot, quizzes, Nearpod, and so on. What about teaching? Okay, I can open the microphone for you, no problem. What about teaching online activities? This is a very good question and make it fun. Could you please go for the slides, receptive skills? I will send you the PDF, Ms. Radwa, of this PowerPoint so you can have it and you can go back to it as a reference. And I will also upload the video on my YouTube channel, CELTA and Delta Secrets. Warm up. Yeah, this is a good topic, warm up. Okay, I see you have many questions. Why don't you write all these questions? Because it's gonna take like 2 hours. I want the webinar to be only 1 hour or even less. So please write down these questions under this video in the comments when I upload it to my YouTube channel, CELTA and Delta Secrets. You can also find me on Facebook, Saeed Rashad, and you can put the questions, okay, in the comments below the post I created an hour ago to announce this webinar. Okay, now I want all of you, please, if you would like to get the certificate, okay, certificate of participation. It's not an accredited one. It's just for professional development. So I'm not saying that I'm giving you the best certificate in the world. I'm just giving you a certificate that you are trying to develop yourself. You are providing yourself some opportunities to be a better teacher. So this is a certificate of participation, and this is my WhatsApp number. Send me your name, just the first name and the second name, not the whole name, not the full name, the first name and the last name, or the first name and the second name, okay? Because the certificate is not that big. There is no enough space in the certificate to write the full name. So now, please, this is my WhatsApp number. You can take a picture, you can take a screenshot, you can add it right now. If you have my number already, send me a message with your name. I will copy and paste it in the certificate and send you the certificate, or I will put the certificates because it's hard to send the certificate for everyone privately. You are 50 people now. So it's a bit hard. I can upload all of them and you can go and download them as a PNG high quality copy. Thank you so much. Let me know in the chat if you still need the number. Did you get the number? So I'm expecting about 50 names now, no more. I'm not going to give the number to everyone. Only the people who attended and participated. Okay, thank you so much. And I will see you in another training experience. Stay tuned. If you like the idea, type in the comments. We like the idea of having free webinars discussing some important issues in the field of English language teaching, and we can arrange something like that every Friday or even every 2 weeks. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording now, and I'm going to lock the meeting. No one can join now, and I'm going to leave the screen displayed for the people who are still taking my number. Thank you so much. This is Saeed Rashad, and I will see you in another training experience.